Problem 17 says, consider the following scatter diagram, which is Regent scores versus hours of study. State whether the diagram shows a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation, and summarize any conclusions that can be drawn from the diagram. So if you kind of look at the general thing that's going on, right, what we're seeing is that in general, as X starts to go up, Y starts to go up too. Right? It's not an exact thing, right? Sometimes, one score will be lower than the other, but there seems to be a general trend of as one variable goes up, the other variable also goes up. And a correlation where when one variable goes up, the other variable goes up is called a positive correlation. Okay, so a positive correlation, when one variable goes up, the other tends to go up. A negative correlation would be in the other direction, right? If one goes up, the other tends to go down. Okay, and no correlation would have just kind of scatter all over the place. So again, it doesn't mean that, every single dot, like we see here, yes, so this one, X went up, but Y went down. Yes, fine. But the general trend, what's happening here is that, and one goes up, the other one tends to go up. So if we're looking at what it's actually measuring, right, if we want to, draw conclusions from this diagram, we're seeing that one variable is measuring hours of study, right, how many hours someone put into studying, and the other variable is measuring a score on the Regents test. So what this is showing us is that in general, the more somebody studies, the higher their score is going to be. It doesn't mean, an exact, one-to-one, but it means that overall that's the general trend, that people who study more do better on the Regents test.